Hey everybody, this is Chaplain Rob. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a message of revelation on how God works with us and some of the awesome things that He reveals into us. Like I said in one message, God revealed who Jesus was to Apostle Peter, and Jesus said upon this rock, that revelation knowledge, which is the rock. Revelation knowledge from God, from the kingdom, is the rock in which God built His house, and the gates of hell cannot prevail against it. So it's revelation knowledge. Now I was looking at a problem I had on a tripod, and I says, Lord, I got that whiteboard I want to use and everything, and then He gave me the answer right up in my spirit. Revelation knowledge, boom, that quick, and it doesn't usually come that quick. But as you walk in the Spirit and God starts revealing more of Himself to you through your strengths, He will utilize you where you're at and your strength and your abilities. And He'll take those abilities and feed you back ideas and revelations and things like that and you never imagined. So He gave me this little clip thing by revelation. He says, well, that's just coincidence. It came from your own head. I says, well, I'm not that bright. He takes what I am and shapes and molds me into doing things, and He reveals things unto me. And this little clip, believe it or not, is kind of what the Lord came up with. It's kind of brilliant in a way, because look at it. You can use it as you can remove it really easy. Let me show you guys. Boom, that little clip pops right out. If you can see it, pops right out like that. You can remove that. Now, you might not see the significance in such a small little thing, but use your imagination for a moment. What could you use something like that for? I'm going to call it the security clip. Why? It's because I was preaching on a message on security. God is our security. You don't need security at your churches out of fear for your congregation, if there's mentally ill there, whatever. You don't need to walk in fear as it relates to having to have control of that. I believe in the open concept of a church, that pastors should be readily accessible. And it kind of came from my childhood. I was in a school, elementary school, where they had that open concept, If you wanted to go talk to the principal or assistant principal and whatever, well, you just go talk to them, And why I call this a security clip, because God came up with it. He used me as a vessel to harness this idea, but it was His idea. They say all good and acceptable things come down from the Father of lights. All good things are from God anyway, like whatever revelations that we receive and we can use. And I'm going to go open source with this. I mean, I could package it, I guess, and somehow make some kind of you can make a chair from it you can see it. Pretend this is a tree. You can make a chair from that, and you can take it apart, and it's a traveling chair. Anywhere chair. You can call it the anywhere chair. Or you can find a stick on the ground, lay it down like that, and of course close this in, and tie rope to it, and as a security device, as it lays down on the ground, and you can tie things down or whatever. You can put it on a tree and make it into a bed to where it's secure. Because the way it's designed, I didn't think of this when the Lord revealed it to me. I got it and put it together in about 5 minutes. It was nothing. But what God does in 5 minutes will take man centuries. But this is one example of God's revelation. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Security clip. Because God is our security. He is a revealer of wisdom. And He is our source. Whatever problem you might have in life, don't run from God, run to Him. He is the source, He is the answer. And Christ will reveal in you all that you need is there already. You just need Him. And He'll be a light to your path, and He'll show you the way. And this is just one example of it. This is Chaplain Rob. And you can take my idea. You go with it. You do whatever you want with it. Because it's not my idea. That little two-piece part right there can save your life. And let's say in a wilderness situation. That little device. And you can make it as I've seen triggers like that for traps, for animals and stuff, something like that. Not as useful as this one per se, because those are designed specific for a purpose. But this here is a multi-purpose solution for so many things. And that did not come from me, ladies and gentlemen. It did not. And he will reveal unto you as you go faithfully in life and do rightly. Stand up for the marginalized, and stand up against popular evils of your day. World War II was Nazism in Germany and communism. Today, it's a sex offender registry. It's a living death. It is evil, and it is wrong. And stand up for those outcasts, whether they're mentally ill, they're homeless, they're sick, they're lame, they're outcasts, they're elderly. And stand up for them starting within your heart. What do you say to yourself? Who do you look down on? Who do you cast out? And I experienced some of that too, and it makes you wake up to what's really real. Why don't you find a way to build your bank account in heaven by doing rightly here on earth? This is a temporary existence what we live in right now, but it is a great opportunity for you building your heavenly account. And Jesus challenges us to lay up treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust or thief can come in there and take it from you. Because God is your banker. He'll look out for your treasure and do rightly towards others, especially those that you have issues with. I know Mariners kicked me out of the church and things like that, but you know what? I love those guys, and they're part of my testimony. And so. And watch carefully the wolves in sheep clothing, the ones that are out there the blind leading the blind. Find people, put yourself around people that are trustworthy, kind, loyal, and love God, love people, and are doing and not just saying. And like the Pharisees of old, find out what a Pharisee is. And Jesus says, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees. And be godlike. If something isn't bringing life, it's taking life. Well, put yourself in a position of giving life. Allow the Lord to do it. Allow Him to reveal unto you opportunities in giving. And He'll show you. And He'll be that light to your path. And He'll be the strength in which you can draw from. He'll be that deep well, refreshing water for your life. And so this is Chaplain Rob. I just want to give you that little message. Show you my little, well, it wasn't mine, it was the Lord. He's awesome that way. And y'all have a blessed day.